Good day to you all. Assuming that everything is ready. So let's start our Dhamma session by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today, we reached the third step of breathing meditation and Kannī tradition. So, first, we have to review the previous 2 steps and compare the third step with them. The first step, Dayaga Sumida, please make me co-host so that I can share screen. Okay, thank you. Here, yeah. Okay, now, so let's review the previous 2 steps to compare them with the third step. During the first step, we have to put our mind on the breath that just and second step, we have to put our mind on the breath which is going and coming between nose state and the target we mark on the wall. And now the third step, we have to put our mind on the breath which is going and coming along the whole body. Here, we mean the whole body is nose tip, the head, and the navel. And the future 4th step, we have to tranquilize the breath on the nose tip. So now we realize that on doing the first step, our mind must be just on the nose tip. And second step, we practice that whenever we exhale our breath to outside, we notice that breathing is going on the target we mark on the wall. And when we breathe in, we notice that the breathing is now the third step, we notice along the whole body. In this situation at the Pali, we found that Sabakaya Padisanvedi Asa Seisamedi Sekati, Sabakaya Padisanvedi Asa Seisamedi Sekati. Here, what is Sabakaya? According to the commentaries, Sabakaya means the along of the breathing, the way along of the breathing. That is, nose tip, the head, and the navel. Here, we may have a question. From the anatomical point of view, the in-breath only goes into the lungs. The in-breath does not go to the navel. But from the meditational point of view, to be mindful, there are 3 touching points of each breath: the nose tip or upper lip, the head, and the navel. These 3 are touching point of each breath. Indeed, the commentaries indicate these 3 points of each breath in order to imagine the air touching. This indication is not from the anatomical point of view, just from the meditational point of view. That imagination is just for an assumed point based on the feeling of air touching when it moves. These 3 touching points of breathing are called as the whole body in this step. It is called as Sabakaya in Pali. But according to Venerable Kannī these 3 touching points of breathing are not the whole body, just the part of the body, Kaya, just Kaya, not Sabakaya. That means in Pali we may say Ekadesakaya, not Sabakaya. Realizing of the breath touching on these 3 points also is not the realization of the whole body on which the breath touch, not Sabakaya Padisamvidi. Just realization of the part of body on which the breath touch. Just only Padisamvidi, not Sabakaya Padisamvidi. The exposition of this proposal will be explained later. So, how to practice this, the 3rd step of breathing meditation? To practice this 3rd step, the meditator must have achieved the countable nimitta in 2nd step. So you have already achieved the 2nd step, and you must have countable nimitta. If you have no countable nimitta, it will be difficult to practice this 3rd step. So if you have countable nimitta, you should take the countable nimitta as meditation object instead of your original breathing. And first step, during the first step, we take our original breathing in and out as our meditation object. And 3rd step, instead of this original breathing in and out, we take our nimitta as meditation object. By doing so, when you breathe, you can see that the countable nimitta is moving inward and outward from the nose tip, then the head and to the navel. Then when it's moving outward from the navel, then the head and to the nose tip. You may see like that. For example, when one pours the water into a body of human statue made with glasses, he may see clearly the moving water at the beginning point, at the middle point, and at the ending point. We create a human statue with glass, then we pour the water into it, then we can see clearly the water is now at the beginning point, and now at the middle point, and at the ending point. Likewise, a skillful meditator can see the countable nimitta, which is moving inward and outward on all touching points. Some meditator may see it like a moving parrot. Some may see it like a moving smoke. Some may see it like a moving a firework, and so on. Although you can see the moving countable nimitta whenever you breathe, you must be mindful that the breath is now at the nose tip, at the head, and at the navel, because the countable nimitta is actually the breath itself. Because this countable nimitta becomes out due to the strong concentration. That is why this countable nimitta becomes depend on original breathing in and out. That is why when we take mindful the breathing, then we notice that countable nimitta is moving now at the beginning point, middle point, and ending point, like this. Okay, now let's continue. How to use this countable nimitta to erase or to cut the whole body. Then you can try more in order to bring the nimitta into the whole body. To be sabakaya. Now, nose tip, the head, and the navel are not the whole body. These are just the parts of body. So the whole body means from the toe to head. No? That is why we have to practice to bring the nimitta into the whole body. First, we have to create a big nimitta about 2 feet side in front of us. About 2 feet side. Maybe our nimitta is maybe a very small one. So we must put it in front of us and order it. Be a big one, be a big one, be a big one repeatedly, then it will become very big. So it should be 2-piece side. Then breathing the in-breath, you have to bring it toward you quickly and cut your head with it, with that nimitta again and again until the head is cut. You should not be afraid to do so. So if you are unable to do so at once, you have to cut your head from the top with nimitta inches by inches. Maybe first cut for 1 inch, then next time 2 inches, next time 3 inches, like this. You can cut your head with your nimitta. After cutting the head, gaining confidence, you have to try to cut the whole body down, to toes when you breathe the in-breath. Then breathing the out-breath, you have to try to cut the whole body from the toe to the head reversely. If you can do so, you will see that there is the nimitta which is moving and cutting the whole body from the top to put to top, like the fireworks is being fired or collapsing the sand scrap. That achievement is called the retentions of nimitta. So this practice is very important for meditator. This situation look like the scanning the whole body with X-ray. Sometimes we must be scanned with X-ray and hospital. So like that, our nimitta is cutting the whole body. When the body is scanned with X-ray, the laser pass the whole body. Likewise, nimitta pass the whole body. Don't be afraid to do so. Okay. Then Venerable Kannī taught his skillful follower to practice the inside nimitta and outside nimitta. A skillful meditator who wants to test his counterpart nimitta has to let the nimitta be above him about 18 feet high. I will explain you. If you have counterpart nimitta, be it 2 feet side or 1 feet side, and put it above your head about 18 feet. Then you must bring it with in-breath into your body and let it go to the 18 feet down through your body. So let me explain again. You must create a nimitta about 1 feet side and put it on your head, above your head about 18 feet. Then you must bring it with breathing in and let it go through your body down to 18 feet. Again, you must bring it without breath into your body and let it go to the 18 feet up through your body. And the same way, putting yourself in the middle, you are in the middle, then you must bring it from right to left. And here, we must put our nimitta on right side about 18 feet from us. Then bring it through our body. We must let it go left side about 18 feet. And then right to left, left to right, from east to west, west to east, now to south, south to north, with in-breath and out-breath again and again. You must do it. During the process, you must be aware of starting point, the middle point, and the ending point of moving nimitta. If you can do like that, you may see your counterpart nimitta like a waterfall falling from the sky to the underground, and the waterfall subverting reversely from the underground to the sky, or the large plane going down and up through your body, and so on. You may see like that. Then, if you want to try it more, let the nimitta be above your head and the endless sky, Bhavaga. we may call it in Pali Bhavaga. Endless sky, and putting yourself in the middle, and you should bring it along the endless sky. You should bring it along the endless sky through your body, and so on again and again. So above our head there is endless sky. We must put our nimitta in it. Then we must bring it with in-breath and let it through our body down to the endless sky under us. But you should try this last testing just for embellishing the knowledge. You should always keep your countable nimitta on the whole body. This is just for embellishing the knowledge, no? Not to do always. You should keep your countable nimitta on the whole body, from the head to toe, from the toe to head. That is how to practice the third step of breathing meditation according to Venerable Kannī. So to practice the third step, you must have nimitta. Without nimitta, it will be very difficult. If you have no nimitta, how to do? We can imagine that we are cutting our heads with our mind, because we have no nimitta. That is why we cannot use nimitta. Instead of nimitta, we can use our mind, our citta. With mind, we must imagine that we are cutting our heads like this, inches by inches, and the cut again and again, again and again to the toe. And that is the whole body. That is the whole body. So if you can do so, you can cut it again and again like this. Then we must put our mind on our right side, then bring it. We must imagine there is a nimitta. Even we have no nimitta, we must imagine. Then there, we bring it from the right side through our body and let it go to the left side. Practice it again and again. Sometimes, even although you have no nimitta, you may see the nimitta by doing like that. This is how to practice the third step according to Venerable Kannī. So if you have any question, please ask me. Okay, before asking questions, I would like to invite Dr. Kanton. Please share your experience, your experiment when you practice this third step. Because now we have been practicing this Kannī meditation techniques, and now we pass only 46 days. Okay, please, Dr. Kanton. Dayaga Suminda, please let Dr. Kanton unmute. Okay.
Hello. Yes, I have done it. I've done it.
Okay.
I've done it. Yes, it is the continuation of the first and second step. And the first, as we all know, that in the second step is the internal one, and in the third step is the internal as well as an outer one. And that is coming up. I mean, you breathe inside first to the upper chest, and then going down to the lower part, a little bit lower part of the upper chest. And then you breathe it out, and then you go out. When you go out, your breathing droplets will go. You could, in this particular case, it is a joint action of the breathing air and your mentality. Your mentality is attaching to the soul in both ways. So when you breathe in as well as breathing out, your sense concern, the sense and the physical matter is together. And then when you breathe out also, it goes together, it comes together. So you are very much in the breathing process itself, in the breathing itself. You are not outside of your mentality, and your sense of concern is there. So what I mean to say is that it is very much attached to the air which you have breathed in, your sense. And that is this is what we call we know that we are very much with the breathing exercise. Not that breathing is one thing, our sense of concern is one thing. It is, in fact, it is attached there. This is, after practicing the third step, I think, though we have not started, we have just started a little bit for the fourth step. In the fourth step, then the sense of concern is very much with us. It's very much with us. So, what I mean to say is that when it goes into the fourth step, then we are very much there, and it is very much easy also, and then the sense of concern is no more there. Because from the third step itself, the exercise is, in the second step, we go inside with the sense of concern, and the third step, the sense of concern is going outside as well as inside. So it very much there. So on the fourth step, it is very much consolidated with us. So that is what the fourth step of meditation is there. But we still have to learn, I still have to learn the fourth step, which is not completed yet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Wandami Bande, counterpart nimitta is Patibhaga nimitta, right? Counterpart nimitta is Patibhaga nimitta. Any other question? Kumai don't you know when one dollar yala?
Yeah,
she don't do
it. We're gonna do it.
So, how to say? It is a little bit difficult to explain how to practice second step, how to practice third step without practice. Without practice. So I would like to encourage you to practice this meditation technique because this meditation technique derived from Sri Lanka. Venerable Chila Data, he was a Tibetan monk. He learned this meditation technique in Sri Lanka from the monk who lived in Situboa. He brought this meditation technique into Myanmar. So we maintain this meditation technique. So I would like to give back to Sri Lanka this technique.
Yeah, but
okay. Ondami Bande, we are talking about 3 points to concentrate. No step had a nibble. The second point is it had or lung. Yeah. According to commentary means atakata. There are 3 touching points of breathing. That is nose tip, the head, and the navel. But this is not from the anatomical point. From the anatomical point, we all know that our breathing is not going to the navel. It goes to the lungs. But from the meditational points, the commentary indicate to notice the breathing which is going through nose tip, the head, and the navel. That is why here I would like to share again. Here you may see from the anatomical point of view, the in-breath only goes into the lungs, does not go into the navel, and also it does not through the head. It does not go through the head. But from the meditational point of view, to be mindful, there are 3 touching points: the nose tip, the head, and the navel. So the commentary indicate these 3 points of a breath in order to imagine the air touching. Let's think about how to feel when we breathe. When we breathe, we feel our abdomen becomes filled with air. At the time, we notice that there is navel. That is something feeling. There is something feeling in navel. To take the meditation to imagine, the commentary indicate these 3 points. This is not from anatomical point of view. Here we may have a question. The meditator did not know the touching points of breathing accurately, but I believe that the commentator know very well there is the touching points of breathing, because there are 32 parts of body, and 32 parts of body, the commentator indicate there is lung, liver, like that. There's 32 parts of body. That is why I believe that the commentator knows about the parts of body. So please don't be confused. This is just for meditation, not from anatomical point of view. Thank you. Wandami Bande, what happened if we dead between while practicing this Kannī meditation, achieving Patibhaga Nimitta at last? Still, we were born in Brahma Loka. This is not jhana level, so that's why I thought I should ask this question. Okay, this is not a jhana level. That is why if you died between, if you die while practicing this Kannī meditation technique, and you may have counterpart, but if it is not a jhana level counterpart, you may not born in Brahma Loka. You may reborn in Deva Loka or Manusa Loka. Deva Loka or Manusa Loka. Okay. Any other question? Okay, you're welcome. Michani. You can unmute. You can unmute yourself and ask question. Sometimes typing is difficult. Next week, we will discuss about the 4th step of breathing meditation. The 4th step of breathing meditation. After that, we will continue how to practice Vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation technique also is a little bit different from other meditation technique. I mean, Venerable Kannī meditation Vipassana technique is a little bit different from other tradition. Concerning Nama Rupa Presida Jnana, Pisya Prekha Jnana, concerning these 2 jnana, the practice of Kannī tradition is a little bit different from other tradition. That is very interesting. Any other question? we have 30 minutes left. We have 30 minutes left. If you have no other question, we will end this meeting. Yeah. Can unmute myself at last. Any question? Please let them unmute Sumida. No problem.
Bhante, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah, Bhante, the other day you told us like if you practice, if you need to practice this at least 5 hours per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we all work, so we have very little time to practice. But if we practice in the night, like without sleeping, and then I mean, if we will we have any ill effects in the morning? I think like because we are practicing this, because we have to go to work,
Of course. So it is very difficult to manage your time because you are walking. So according to my experience, some my people, my meditator who practice about 3 hours per day, some of them can see the countable nimitta. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm wonder how they can achieve that countable nimitta. Even they practice at least 2 or 3 hours per day. Today I told them it is very difficult to believe, but they achieve this countable nimitta. That is real. That is real, not fake. That is real, not fake. So you can manage your time. I asked them how to manage your time. They reply me that they practice 1 hour after waking up from the bed. They take 1 hour to practice. Then when they return back from the walk, they practice 1 hour again. Then before sleeping, they practice 30 minutes or something like that. So they can practice at least 2 hours per day. No problem. Please try it. Okay. Just so please unmute. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. My name is Jason.
Jason.
I live in Seoul, Korea.
South Korea. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your kind explanation and for the nice presentation. As you said, it's even the presentation is very detailed one. It's really hard to understand the full spectrum of Kannī meditation without actual practicing of Kannī meditation. But in Korea, there is no Kannī meditation retreat center at all.
Yeah.
And also, I went to Myanmar twice for meditation. But since some political event in Myanmar, they don't issue meditation visa anymore. We are not allowed to enter Myanmar for meditation.
I see.
And then, where you can practice this kind of meditation?
For me?
No, for myself.
For myself.
Yeah, foreigners like living in Korea, South Korea.
Living in South Korea.
Yeah.
I have no information because I don't know where you can practice this kind of meditation in South Korea. Sorry for that.
I'm not asking a meditation center in Korea, but I'd like to know the meditation centers in other countries except Myanmar, such as Sri Lanka or Laos, Thailand, and so on.
You may practice the Pa-Aw-Toya meditation technique. That is,
you can practice it.
That is how to say, not the same totally, but most parts of techniques are the same. Pa-Aw-Toya technique and Kannī technique, because Pa-Aw-Toya Sayadaw also practiced this Kannī meditation technique before he practiced his way.
I know. I went to Myanmar twice to practice the Pa-Aw meditation. I went to Pa-Aw Center, Pa-Aw-Toya in Moramin once and in Heo once.
Yeah.
But there are many resemblances. They are like Pa-Aw meditation and Kannī meditation, but they are not exactly the same.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly. One of the difficulty of Pa-Aw meditation is you have to achieve the full
jhana.
Yeah, full jhana, right? It's not so easy.
Sure.
One of the good things that I know of Kannī meditation is, in Kannī meditation, you don't have to achieve the full jhana.
Sure.
Yeah, that's one characteristic of Kannī meditation. So I like to Kannī meditation in proper, not Pa-Aw meditation.
Okay. I would like to advise you to check again and again whether they paid visa to Myanmar or not. If you can get a meditation visa, if you can apply meditation visa, please let me know. I will help you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I let the Myanmar embassy in Korea again and let you know the result. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, you are welcome.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. So, Jason, you may have this book.
I have the book, and I met the lady, Professor Cha, a couple times, and even she doesn't know how to practice Kannī meditation, except in Myanmar. She just practices Kannī meditation just in Myanmar, but no other countries at all.
Sure. We may have some time to spread this meditation technique in other country.
Oh, you can you can give me the list of Kannī meditation center in Sri Lanka. You know the Myanmar meditation centers in Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah.
If you give me the list of Kannī meditation center in Sri Lanka, that would be helpful to me.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay. That is amazing. There's many people who are searching and finding how to practice Kannī meditation technique and around the world. That is wonderful. Thank you very much, Dayaga Sumenda, for arrangement in this meeting. Okay. Okay. That is very good. Dayaga Jason Mr. Jason can see the video from Dayaka Suminda. He shared on YouTube and as well as on Facebook our Dhamma talk session. Okay, thank you very much. Let's recite Buddha Sasana. Here another question. Wandami Bandi, can we see our past lives from second technique? Not yet. But if you pass these 4 steps, and practice the Picchaya Prekaha Jnana and Vipassana meditation path, then you may see your previous life when you practice Vipassana meditation technique and according with Picchaya Prekaha Jnana. Picchaya Prekaha Jnana means the meditation intelligence that relate to the causes of being. That means avijja, sankhara, tanha, upadana, and kama bhava. When you realize these causes of being, at the time you may see your previous lives. According to my experiment, most yogi can see their previous life when they practice Picchaya Prekaha Jnana. Don't worry, we will continue. We will continue how to practice to achieve this jnana. Okay. Okay. So you're welcome. So let's recite Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditthatu 3 times and end this meeting. Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditthatu, Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditthatu, Buddha Sasana, Jiran Ditthatu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. May you all be healthy and happy and achieve and attain Nibbana. Okay, thank you very much for your participation. So, Dayaka Suminda, can I end this meeting? Okay, now. See you again.